Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the STR Intelligence Weekly Regulations Roundup. I'm your host, Nora. This week's update covers regulation news in Douglas County, Colorado, Del Mar, California, Lexington, Kentucky, Broadview Heights, Ohio, Plano, Texas, and Bella Vista, Arkansas. We'll start first in Colorado. Douglas County in Colorado has approved new regulations for short-term rentals. Owners are now required to obtain a permit costing $500 for the first year and $130 for annual renewals. Additionally, owners will need to pay an annual $270 application review fee. The regulations also limit the number of guests to 2 per bedroom, plus 2 additional guests per property. Violations of the rules can result in fines ranging from $150 to $1,000. The regulations aim to balance the interests of property owners who rent their homes and those of neighbors and communities. Let's jump to the Golden State, California, where the Del Mar City Council is reviewing short-term rental data as it prepares to implement local regulations. The city currently allows short-term rentals only if the unit was used as such prior to April 2016, with a moratorium on new rentals operating after that date until a permanent policy is approved. This consideration of new short-term rental regulations comes on the heels of other beach cities, such as San Diego and Solana Beach, which recently passed new regulations. There is no word on when Del Mar will take the next steps. Up next is Lexington, Kentucky, where the city has recently approved new regulations for short-term rentals. Owners must pay an annual $200 license fee for one property, with additional fees for multiple properties. There is also a 12-guest limit on properties in residential areas. The new laws go into effect immediately, but hosts will have a 6-month grace period to comply with the new requirements. Let's head on over to the state of Ohio, where the Broadview Heights City Council is currently contemplating banning short-term rentals after introducing regulations in July 2021. This potential ban comes after an issue was raised when a resident was found to be renting out their home short-term while not living there, violating city code. The council has temporarily banned new short-term rentals until January 2024, while they continue discussions. Our next stop is in the great state of Texas. The Plano City Council has delayed voting on new short-term rentals regulations until mid-August. The issue hinges on proponents of the change in regulation details, such as the permit registration process and the removal of required parking and occupancy limits. The city is set to revisit the vote again in August, but in the interim has banned any new hosts from registering a short-term rental for the next year. Rounding out the news for this week is Bella Vista. The city has voted to ease recently passed short-term regulations after being sued by a group of hosts. The new ordinance, which was approved in December 2022, included occupancy limits and permit requirements. The group of hosts filed a lawsuit and restraining order against the ordinance, arguing that it violates the 5th and 14th Amendments of the U.S. Constitution. This successful legal challenge is one that I'm sure many cities will be reviewing as local governments grapple with passing STR regulations and ordinances. That's a wrap on this week's Regulations Roundup. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel and like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest STR regulation news and analysis. We post new videos every week, so hit the bell to get notified when the next one drops. You can also listen to the STR Intelligence Weekly podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Leaving a review helps others find the show. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time for more short-term rental intelligence. This is Nora signing off.